About 6 years ago, I was in an abusive marriage. What I faced on a daily basis was extreme mental and emotional and psychological abuse that ruled my life from waking in the morning to going to bed at night. I finally left because my 2 little boys, and I would be damned if I let them grow up thinking that that's what love was. That love should not be being afraid of the person you're with for the rest of your life.
When I first met Amy, she was just very fragile. People who've been a victim of an abusive, manipulative person like that, when they start to go into the court system, any good abuser has prepared for this moment and has said, you're never going to win.
I didn't know a lot about the court system except for what he told me. He let me know that by doing that, I was putting myself at risk for losing them because it showed I couldn't take care of them. I had a court date and I let it come and go because I didn't want the judge to think I couldn't take care of my kids and take my kids away.
Unfortunately, Amy's story is not uncommon. In fact, last year alone, we heard stories like Amy's over 15,000 times.
The people who come to legal services of the Hudson Valley are just like you and me. They're your neighbors, they're your friends. They have one episode in life which sets them back, and then the dominoes start to fall and they really need assistance.
People come to legal services of the Hudson Valley when they have nowhere else to go.
I didn't know how to petition the court, and I felt like a complete failure for my children. And that's the one thing I didn't want for them, is to be trapped the way I was trapped.
And that's why we're here, to be able to protect them, assist them with dignity and respect, to get them back on their feet.
When Amy came to us, like many people, she had a number of issues that needed to be resolved because she needed to stay safe from the abuser, she needed to get some kind of regular system of him seeing the children, and she needed to make sure she was getting what the children were entitled to for child support.
When I first met with Elizabeth, she let me know exactly what I was entitled to. I don't know how I would have ever swam through the legal system without her. I would have drowned in it. And all of a sudden, I had this beacon of hope in Elizabeth from Legal Services of the Hudson Valley telling me, this is what we're going to do for you, and you don't have to be afraid.
Amy would have had an extremely difficult time representing herself. I don't think that Amy could have done it. I mean, as strong as she can be, this is somebody who had intimidated her. She would not have been able to stand up for what she really was entitled to.
I still hadn't seen any child support payments. In May, I came home to an eviction notice.
She was terrified if she lost her housing that somehow now he's going to swoop in and take the kids.
Maintaining housing is a critical piece of what we do at Legal Services, because once the housing piece is gone, it really creates a domino effect of issues, legally and otherwise.
You'll have education problems for the children, you'll have parents losing their employment, and then everything starts to snowball, and the family is just going to end up in a homeless shelter, and it will take them a very long time to get stabilized in the community again.
I talked to the housing attorneys and they jumped right in, and just I think a phone call from the housing attorney to her landlord got her at least to not be in fear of eviction.
Being able to stay home meant that my children had a home base. We had stability. It was as if on that huge ramp of dominoes that can just fall in a matter of seconds, Legal Services of Hudson Valley put their hand out and stopped one of those dominoes to continue to fall, and the rest of them stayed standing.
Legal Services of the Hudson Valley is the only provider and the only hope for low-income and vulnerable people in Westchester and the Hudson Valley when they need civil legal services affecting the basic necessities of life.
In the last year alone, we handled over 15,000 cases, which impacted over 36,000 individuals. Being able to provide individuals who have no resources the confidence and the dignity to move forward in their lives is why I do this work.
The staff that work here because they want to be here. and they put their hearts and souls into representing people and making sure that it's not just your day in court, it's really an opportunity for a full life and an opportunity to participate in democracy.
Legal services of the Hudson Valley are helping people like me. I am your neighbor. I'm the person standing next to you at line at the grocery store with her kids. I am you. I am you with one bad event that spirals out of control.
Amy's life is now stable. Amy is in charge of Amy's life. She has a job she loves. She has her housing, she has her kids, she has her friends. So I think she's finally free.
Today, I feel grateful. I feel happy. I appreciate every single thing I have because I know all fell well how easily everything can go away. Everyone is one step away from being in need of someone's help, and thank God that Legal Services of the Hudson Valley was there to help me because I am every one of you. I am every one of you.